Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. This is episode 3, and this is Munich. Now, as you can see, we've got our fucking fantastic new driver here. By adding him to our team, we went from having the 9th best drivers in the series to the 6th best drivers in the series. So, yeah. Car setups. So, Bill Lahane has got the new engine. He's also got the new brakes. After this race, I'll probably switch him to Mr. Engelhardt over here. We're going to fuck around here first, though. So we want to go into acceleration. I assume we want higher speed cornering. What looks of things? We're going to leave things like that. Weather forecast. We're going to go with inters. It looks like it's going to start raining soon. Actually, no, saying that. We'll go with mediums, I think. I don't know how much it's going to rain. We'll start on mediums. It's fine. It's only practice. We're going to get young Mr. Lahane on here as well, into inters, mediums, sorry, I'll get it right in a minute. So what's the active knowledge here? Medium tyres, qualifying trim, race trim. So we want to change that. We don't want qualifying trim. Oh, so we do that on the next bit, don't we? Or do we? I can't see it. Car setup, tyre choice, right. Don't need to worry about it for a minute. We'll worry about it on the next one. Let's get to take practice. So, send out stints, race trim. There we go. Tyre choice. The reason I've gone with mediums is because we've got the rain coming up. I don't want to go to inters. I kind of want to keep mediums on. Gonna do the same here. Oh, stints, race trim. Fine. Now these guys can both fuck off out. As usual, we are the first team out. I don't know why we're always the first team out. I think it's just I'm just on the fucking ball. So we want to get as much knowledge as we can. Now we're going to overtake. We know that Engelhardt has got ridiculously good feedback, so fingers crossed it's going to go in our favour there. We just need to get him a better car. Now, I am still looking at a second driver to replace Lahane. I'm not too sure how I'm going to go about doing it. We wanted the pay driver, really, so it effectively meant that we had a free driver. Now, gearing is weird, should we run longer ratios? We can do, mate, we can do. Beautiful cornering, it's fine. So yeah, we need a pay driver really now, because we're spending a huge amount of money on Engelhardt. We need more money coming in. We have got an increased marketability though, so we've got a few sponsorship deals expiring soon. So we'll have a look at those shortly, I guess. See if we can get some better ones, basically. So as it stands, Lahane and Engelhardt actually had the fastest laps, so that's good. Race trim is nearly level 2. Medium tyres are slowly getting there, but it is starting to rain. Saying that it's going to come down soon. I think we're going to stay out on the mediums, to be honest. I think we're going to want mediums. So let's get this slowed down, because they are coming around to this pit stop. So, cornering is excellent. That is nice to see. So we've got good there. I think we need to push down there and push it up. Like so. See how that one looks. Yeah, carry on. Yeah, stay on the mediums. It's going to be a slower lap, but that's fine. I mean, it's practice, you know. Very poor, excellent, poor. Now, he wanted this move forward, didn't he, straight away? Handling can stay as it is. I'm assuming you want a bit more speed out of this then. Yeah, you want ballast moved forward, didn't you? See how that looks. Get the fuck on out there. And get me at least level 1 on the medium tyres, please. Preferably level 2. And on the race trim. We're going to need it. I know you're a great driver, Engelhardt, but we're going to need it. So what's going to happen is after this race, we are going to give Engelhardt the good parts. He is the better driver, so we want to maximise our chances of getting points. I know Lahane has been doing a good job, but I mean, when it's between him and Casino's now gone. I mean, Engelhardt is going to be our main driver. So medium tyres level 1, that's fine. Race trim should be coming up to level 2 soon. We're going to leave the guys out to finish this off, basically. I want to get the knowledge up as high as possible. Speed balance right on the money, balance is spot on, light weight distribution. So race trim's just about to hit level 2. I don't think we're going to get medium tyres, unfortunately. I wish we could. It would be fucking helpful if we could. Drop some knowledge on us. Race trim's level 3, possibly. Perfect gear ratios. Perhaps we can get one more lap out of Mr. Lehane if we're lucky. Englehart's 7th in his piece of shit car. Just shows you how good he is. Handling's not responsive enough. That's right, we can change that. So you want that to be a little bit more on the oversteer, which is fine. So yeah, Englehart, I mean, in this piece of shit car, he's keeping 3rd. I mean, Lehane's got a slightly better car and he's keeping 4th. Too much on the low speed corners. Again, that's fine, Englehart. I'm loving this knowledge, mate. In fact, I'm loving the fact we've got medium tyres now. I don't think we're going to get the race trim, unfortunately. There's not enough time left to get the race trim. But good practice from Englehart there. I'm impressed. And I was actually semi-impressed by Lehane too. So, great session for Blue Ball Racing there. Kegman grinning from ear to ear. Wry smile, wry smile. Not so much grinning, but a wry smile. So, weather forecast looking dry. So we're going to also pick these. Now, we've got an excellent, a great, excellent, great. We've got poor and okay. Now, I'm pretty sure he said the ballast was perfect. And the handling was a little unresponsive. But okay. So he thinks we're concentrating too much on the low speed corners, if I remember right. I think is that what he said? So if we push a little bit this way. But the thing is, I don't know. Perhaps we do this. See how that one works out for him. Yeah, we'll go out on the softs. So the handling. Oh no, it's just he wanted a bit more in the responsiveness, didn't he? That's right. So let's have a look, see how that goes. Stay on the softs. Alright. Take qualifying. So, send it out. Just done this shit. The only thing that's winding me up about this game is that you sort of change all the settings beforehand. When you go into it, and then it's like, you sure you want to change your settings? Yes. Yes. I was fine. Oh, what am I doing? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Also, auto. I was like, yeah, so I'm fine with the settings I had. That's why I had those settings. So, perhaps don't ask me about those settings anymore, you pricks. So, overheated and cold at the minute. I'm hoping he's going to do a better job of this because he is a much better driver. Overheated, overheated. Overheated, 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 overheated. Now we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. It's going to be overheated and good. Perfect and good. Well done, Lehane. That's all I can say there, really. Now, Englehart looks so quick. I know we've got this on full speed, but he looks so quick. Can you imagine what he's going to do with good parts on his car? This next race, oh dear, I can see him finishing 6th. Not in this race, but the race after this, once he's got the good parts on him. So how are we looking, how are we looking? So we know we're the first over the line, 1:35. He's got half a second on him. We're dropping down already. We're expecting this anyway. Other cars are much better than ours. Englehart is better than Wilson. Lehane isn't. If we can finish 16th, I'll be happy. Englehart better than Taylor too. That's fine. Lehane not so much. We've got some more messing around to do here now though, so send it out. So we need to go with your cornering a bit more, do we? It's fine, we can do that. So go with that. Keep the same tyres. And Lehane. So we went too far the oversteer. So you actually want to go the other way, don't you? Really, by the looks of things. Let's try it out. Hopefully we can get 15th here, at least 16th anyway, get the objective, and then we can just mess around a bit more. I don't think we're actually going to get the flying lap available to us here, because it's a minute 33 to go. Minute 33 to go round, we've got 2 minutes. It's not a flying lap though, so we'll see how it goes. How are we doing in the optimisation? Engelhart, please mate, please get a perfect and a perfect. I would love you forever. Good and good, that'll be fine. Overheated and perfect. So, good and good. What will that make difference-wise? Let's have a look at Engelhart. This guy's going to be so good for us. It's going to make the difference this season. Having signed him, it's going to bankrupt us, but it's going to make the difference. One way or the other, you know. So he's a bit slower on the way through there now. Oh dear, they're both pretty shit there. At least he's going to be finishing 17th. Lahane's finishing 20th. Now, once he's got a better car, I'm sure he's going to be finishing a lot better than that. So, we're going to simulate these, and I'll be back for the actual race. Right then, you morose motherfuckers. So, we're going to go with the medium tyres and the race trim. We've got no bad weather turning up anytime soon. Cornering is still poor, but I'm not going to change the Haines. I do want to get this cornering sorted out on this young lad here. So, I think we need to go back this way a bit more. Speed balance. I mean, the handling's spot on, but the speed balance not so much. So if we do that a bit more, we're gonna hope. We're gonna have to hope. We're gonna have to hope that's the choice. 29 laps. We're gonna go with mediums. We're gonna make sure that Engelhart can do a one-stopper. So 29 laps. So we're gonna go 16 laps of fuel. Yeah, gonna go 16 laps of fuel on the medium tyres. Yeah, I know, that'll be fine though. This guy, 29 laps, so we know he can go the distance as well, 14 and 16, so I think we're going to do it for him as well. I'm going to give him 16 laps worth of fuel as well. Yeah, we're going to give him 16 laps worth of fuel too. Dunzo. So, plan is, we've got the slower tyres, but the plan is that we're going to run it through with one each. Now they have got 16 laps worth of fuel each, so I'll tell you what we'll do is, fuel option wise, we'll give you the extra, I'll give you an extra one, so you're 17. You'll push for harder and you'll be out there longer, because I think your smoothness is better, 18, 17, marginally better. Fitness is much higher though. So yeah, so you're going to go for the longer one. These tyres can do 16 laps, I think it is maximum. So Bill's going to do 14. Falco's going to do 15, and then Bill will do 15 and Falco will do 14. That is the plan. And we're going to push straight off, and yeah, we'll do this, and then as soon as we can. Anyway, no surprises. Landvik and Olin first, Parton in third, Giuliani fourth, Barnaby White in fifth. So Munich, we need a better result than the last time round, really. Hopefully Engelhardt can do it for us. So we're going to smash straight into speed up. Engelhardt, you fucking beast. Look at that. Straight up into 13th. 12th. Lane's in 19th. Lane's in 17th. Engelhardt into 11th. Engelhardt is a god. He's now dropped down to 12th, but shit car. He's doing what he can with a shit car. You know, what else can you ask him to do? So Lane's in 17th. We're going to cut back on these tyres a bit, because the tyres that we need to last. Fuel, we can push on the fuel, that's fine. We'll ask Engelhardt to go high on the fuel, actually, for now, because Lahane's going to be the first one into pit, remember. Lahane has dropped a position down at 18th, Engelhardt is still 13th. Engelhardt is going to push once we get onto this straight. Oh, game froze up a little bit there. And hopefully we can make some moves here coming out of there. No, down to 14th. Lahane is still 18th. Hate to think how poor Lahane's going to be once he loses all his parts. But remember, we know we've got a shit car. We are going to be going on the whole idea that we can win this through pit stops, one stoppers. That's our plan for this one. Back up to 13th now, but we're going to lose that on this corner. But we may gain it back again on this corner if we're lucky. Yeah, back to 13th. Can we catch up at 12th on this corner here? That is the question. No, we're going to lose to 13th. Probably drop down to 15th because we're getting people taking us on the inside. Not so great. But it's fine, it's fine. We know that we're going to go through pit stops to do this. Anyway, we're going to speed this right up. Landvik, as we can see, is leading still with Olin, and their tyre deg is getting low. So what else you've got to remember here is we've got the slower tyres. Everyone else is on faster tyres, and that's why they're streaking past us. We have dropped down to 16th at this point, but again, soft tyres. The only one who didn't is Gatto and Cellier. Everyone above us is shit. Gatto has actually crashed now as well. So what can you say about that? Apart from we're not going to finish dead last. Always a bonus. So Engelhardt is still 15th. He's on the tail of 14th, being Minzer. There is a bit of a group here in the middle. I mean, first and second have peeled away. That's understandable. They were always going to peel away. But I mean, we could get a respectable position here, really. We know that these guys are all going to pit first. We know they're going to pit at least twice in this race. We know we're only going to pit once. Fingers crossed. Lahane will be the first to pit, as we can see. So we've got 14 laps for him. So we're going to bring back onto high. And we're actually going to bring him back onto conserve for his tyres. Same with Engelhardt. We're going to try and conserve the tyres just that little bit. Engelhardt is going to push along the back stretch here. Lahane's going to hold on to his for a little bit longer. Now, all we need to do really is carry on finishing 15th and 16th throughout the season, and we should finish where we need to finish. That's all we need to do. It's just getting Lahane to finish in like 15th or 16th. Engelhardt finishing 16th is fine. But we just need to get that little bit of a push. So, someone used team orders there to let someone through. I think it was up in the 12th position. But Engelhardt's pushed up to 15th. That's always good. Lahane is on the tail of 16th, on the tail of Norris. There will be some pit stops coming up relatively soon. I should imagine the next 2 laps. Engelhardt is still pushing along the back here. Engelhardt doing a cracking job for us. So Lahane is keeping up though. Lahane is keeping up, which is always good. think Englehart's gaining pace. I want to say Englehart's gaining pace on 13th. It looks like he's actually losing pace, but oh well. But we're going to get a push here and a push here. That will hopefully get us caught up just a little bit coming into these first few pit stops, because we know there will be some. Still on target for our sponsor. We're 14th and 16th, which is nice for us. 14th and 16th would be ideal finishing for us. It's just above 8th place. We've got some pit stops. There we go. Make the most of those. 11th and 13th as it stands. We've got 7 laps to try and conserve these tyres for Lehane to come in. 8 for Engelhart. And to be fair, we should be able to do it. 7 laps will bring us up to the halfway point. So we're going to have a few more people coming in here. First hasn't gone for it. Safety car has gone out. No, we're ignoring that. We're going to try and get around if we can. Push and push. So that's 4th, 3rd and 5th. So that's always good. I mean, obviously safety car's going to run us a little bit. We're ahead of the safety car, fortunately. I think everyone else is caught behind it. That was great. No, they're not caught behind it. That's unfortunate. But 3rd and 5th at the minute. We've still got a few laps to go. Safety car shouldn't cause us any problems. 1st is in the pits. 2nd won't be. We're not going to get up onto 1st, unfortunately. But we could potentially catch up and lower the gap. So our biggest issue, we want to try and stay ahead of 7th. That's my target for this race for Engelhart, 7th. Now, we do have quite a bit in the way of seconds on him. 17, in fact, with Engelhart. Again, it's a lovely position to be in. 18th was 3 crashes here, actually. So we know we're going to finish at least 17th. Again, lovely. Nice to see. Pernett, I think, was one of the stronger racers. So was Lee. Are we going to be okay at these fuel levels? Yes, mate. Yes, I've got this planned out. We are, however, going to switch you to medium and you to medium, because I want you to just conserve it a little bit more. Unfortunately, everyone's now catching up because of the safety car, but that's to be expected. Third and 5th. See, everyone's now caught up. That's the only problem. The only problem with the safety car, it's good if you're behind, you need to catch up. Not so good if you're ahead and had a sizable lead. The 1st and 2nd just flew away there. We're holding on to 3rd though. Lehane did drop down to 6th. I'm expecting him to drop down to probably about 13th, to be honest. Giuliani's just taking us, I think. No, Engelhart has just been beaten by Okimoto. But I'm happy with where we are. Lehane's going to go 2 more laps, and then he is going to pit. And Engelhart's going to try and go for 3 more, and then he's going to pit. So we can push you to go high. That's fine. You can also go neutral because your tyres are cold. You can go push because you're going to be coming in relatively soon. That's fine. We are dropping down positions. This is to be expected. 7th is nice. And he seems to be holding his position in 7th, to be fair. Lehane, 14th. Again, there's not many people behind him, but 14th is a lovely finish for us. Engelhart has just lost out to 9th place. Good thing is, though, we're this high up in the field, and we were only going to do the 1 pit stop. So Lehane is going to come in on this one for his pit. He's going to take these, and he is going to go for 17 laps worth of fuel. We're going to finish a long way back in 17th, but again, that's fine. Don't need to worry about that. Because we are going to finish so far back, we are going to try the risky pit stop. But it doesn't matter, we're going to catch up. So when Lehane comes out of here, we're going to go into that and that. Likewise, Engelhart's going to see if we can see if we get Engelhart 1 more, maybe. I mean, his tyre deg's getting pretty bad. Let's have a look. now we'll bring on this one. So 14 laps remaining. We're going to give him 16 laps worth of fuel, and we're going to push. Parts are looking fine. Pit strategy, we're going to go back to balanced. We're going to come back in 16th, so we're going to be at the back of the pack. But if you look where we are now and look where we were then when we pitted last time round, forget about it. It's fine. We're going to push along here. See if we can just gain a couple of positions, maybe, if we're lucky. Slam it, slam it, slam it. I know we're going to come out just ahead of Lehane if everything goes to plan. Anyway, there we go. But we've been in this position before, haven't we? So we're guaranteed our sponsor target anyway, because of those freak crashes. So Engelhart, Lehane, you need to let him through. You need to basically let Engelhart go ahead. So we've got the strategy here. We're going to sit in high mode. We're going to keep the tyres at a medium sort of level. It's just basically now a case of making up this 30-second deficit. And we can do it. We can do it. We've done it earlier on. We know that all of these guys are going to have to pit at some point. Maybe not for 30 seconds, but I'm pretty sure we can gain quite a few positions on this. So when it comes up to this stretch along the back here, 15th is pitting in. So we're going to go bang and bang. So we've got 15th and 16th at the minute, which is exactly where we want to be. Hopefully 14th and 13th are going to pit sometime soon. Maybe need to fix some parts. We never know. Luck might hold out. But as long as neither of these guys crash, spoke too soon, then we've got ourselves 8th place basically. And that is all we are targeting at the minute. Yeah, okay, it'd be nice if we can target slightly above that, but that's all we're really targeting. So normal again, along the straight, give it a smash, try to catch up. So there was a 30-second deficit, if we remember rightly, and it's now 26 seconds, 25 seconds. So we are catching up slowly. That's the good thing. But their tyre deck's going down, so when it comes to the pit stops, we should be able to make it up even more time. We do still have the excess fuel. We've got very much excess fuel. Lehane, not so much. We may have to drag back on Lehane and put him on high. I don't think he's going to improve much on 16th anyway. But Engelhart has got more than enough fuel to do this. 15th did pit. 14th did pit, unfortunately, and we didn't quite make up the time. 13th, I think, also pit. Yeah, 13th also pit, but 12th, 11th, 10th. And we are 30 seconds, well, 27 seconds behind those guys. I don't know if we're going to make it, but we're happy. I'm happy with where we are. Yeah, maybe one stop race wasn't the best thing to do, but I wanted to try it. Again. It worked out reasonably well last time round, didn't it? So who knows? Suspension's starting to go on Lehane's car, unfortunately. Unfortunately, mate, you're going to have to deal with it. Same for you. Anything goes wrong, you're going to have to deal with it. So we're not gaining anything at this point now. I was saying that we are very, very slowly gaining. I mean, it was... I know he pitted. It was 30 seconds at one point. It's now down to 12. White... Yeah, gaining a bit of time on White. 25 seconds. 25 seconds there. They are in the pits. So we may be able to take advantage of this. Come on, Engelhart. Give it a smash. Engelhart up to 12th. Lovely. Lehane is right on the tail of 14th and 15th. So who still needs to pit? NATO's not going to be pitting anytime soon. Taylor will be. Giuliani, Cellier will be. Parton and Verkruisa will be. Landvik and Olin will be finishing first and second in this. I can guarantee that. So 4th is in. Partonen. We're not going to get to him. 6th and 5th and 7th. Maybe get to him. 10th has gone in. Should be able to get to 10th. Oh no, it's very, very quick out there. Got 11th though. We have got 11th. Did we get 15th? No, unfortunately not. Lehane is still sitting there in 16th. He is so far ahead of 17th though, so that shouldn't be an issue. Tyre deg, it's looking fine. For Lehane, not so much. No, we're going to ignore it, mate. Sorry, mate. You're going to have to try and deal with it. So Verkreuzer and Engelhardt are still to come in. Oh, Engelhardt's us and that, so I don't need to worry about him. We're not going to come in. Verkreuzer, however, does need to come in, but I don't think he's going to try. I think he's going to try to avoid it if he can. So a 12th finish for Engelhardt would be nice. We need to see if we can hold on to this. We've got 11th and 10th above us, just ahead of us. Lehane in 16th still. So who is just ahead of us? We've got Norris and Giuliani. Not far ahead of us, only 2 seconds ahead of us now. So if you remember, when we came out of the pit, it was 30 seconds, and we've managed to get that gap down. No, I know obviously they pitted, but so did we. That gap has come down a long, long way. Still got the excess fuel, partly the reason it's slowing us down, but we are able to attack because of it. So yeah, I think we're in a semi-decent shape. Our tyres should see us through. I'm going to get Lehane to really sort of go low on the tyres and sit medium. He's not going to get caught by 17th unless he crashes or does something stupidly bad. So we're just going to leave him there. He's not catching up. And we're going to concentrate on Engelhardt. So 2 laps remaining, 4 laps worth of fuel. That is fine. Can we at least get 11th? We're going to push it along this back straight here. Screw it, Lehane can do the same. See if we can just get a little bit more distance between us and 17th, just in case. And NATO has retired, so we're guaranteed 16th place with Lehane. So he's up to 15th. Have we gone up a position? We're up into 11th now. Yes, I know, mate, but you need to just deal with it, okay? Conditions for these, yeah, we're doing okay. Is that NATO there? Could be. So we can see 10th in front of us. We can see Norris. We nearly got him there. We nearly got him. Having 10th would be a nice big jump for us. Go on, go on, go on. There we go. We're just ahead of him. So we do have excess fuel. We're coming up to this last lap. On this last lap, we are going to change up to medium and push. The tyres can take it just a little bit longer. So how you all looks, we're going to go high and push, fuck it. Medium and neutral. So we know we're not going to get 9th, but we can consolidate 10th. And that's all I am about at this point. Consolidating 10th. Come on, Engelhardt. Oh, you fucking gave it up. You didn't risk it, did you? So we're not going to get 10th. We are going to get 11th. Unless you can take him on this corner. No. But 11th and 15th. Happy with that. I'm happy with that. Shit cars. One shit driver. I'm happy with that. 15, okay, I guess. Fuck you, cunt. You got the better car. Anyway, that is a cracking little result for us. That is going to help us out massively. In fact, I think that's going to push us up the table just a short way. No one broke the rules, I don't think. We certainly didn't. Pardon me, T-burps. You got to love the T-burps. I do a lot of T-burps. Actually, horrible. Now you got a fastest lap bonus, so you get a bonus for the fastest lap. Interesting. So, Lehane sitting up there. Engelhardt obviously is bottom. Casino was there, but he's fallen out because he's not got a team anymore. So we are 8th with 4 points behind Hollande, but we are now 12 points ahead of Oakham, which is fan-fucking-tastic. I want to see Blue Ball racing at the top. I just love those guys. Falco Engelhardt is so hot. What about me? So, we've got a new personality trait from Mr. Lahane. I think he's got a dodgy neck. Yeah, he has. Well done, look. See, he's got his little neck brace on. So, morale's gone up for Falco and up for Mr. Lahane. Falco's stats have also gone up, which is always nice to see. Feedback and focus has definitely gone up. Smoothness, it says 18. I thought his smoothness was higher than that. Okay, anyway. But his relationship with Isabel has gone up. His relationship with Gianni's gone up. Obviously, fitness has gone down because of his dodgy neck. We came 7th in that race, so his happiness has gone up, and so is marketability. We're not worrying about our other driver. 824 grand down, though. That's a lot of money to be pissing away. A hell of a lot of money pissing away. So we're going to see if we can get hold of another driver, hopefully a paid driver, just to mitigate some of the cost here. So we definitely got a scout in. Car condition upgrade. Interview. Let's accept this interview. You had time to get used to the team now. What are your main worries with that? We really need to improve our car's performance level. Drive lineup's weak. There we go. They didn't like it. Oh, the mechanics didn't like it. Never mind. Yeah, I know you got a dodgy neck. Jacob Ovussu is not good. He's a pay driver though. 240 grand. Now, do we take it? Because he's the same level as Lahane. If you look, he's roughly the same level, except he's got a bit of improvement there. Smoothness feedback. Smoothness is not as good. Phoenix Expert only applies in a certain location. Okay. His marketability is decent. We're going to approach him. Let's start the negotiation. So he had 244 grand, wasn't that his thing? Cost per race on his existing contract is 133. So if we can get that to 168. Put you on equal status, medium length. You can pay that. What signing on fee can we give you? 210. If you can finish 5th or above. I'm just thinking financially here, guys. That's the problem. There you go. How about that? Have a look. See what you think. Car repair is now complete. That's fine. We've got a few more sponsorship offers because our marketability now is a lot higher than it was. So now we're not going to get any of those. It's 3 races, 300 grand up front though. Would we take the 300 grand? If we finish 6th, I mean, if we put the parts on Engelhardt's car, we could potentially. I think we're going to take that. Accept that one. What offers do we have here? They're 2nd or above. That's an upfront payment 1.25, but I'm not interested in that. So we've got this one expiring in 1 race time, so that shouldn't be an issue. Scouting wise, we've got a few people being watched like Gregorio Solero, Nicholas Vulraff and Mustafa El Sadat. Let's have a quick rough look. Let's scout you. Cost per race is huge. We don't want high cost per race. Let's go by cost per race again. Around about the 200,000 mark is where we want to be looking if we can. Hung low. It's not hung low, but Hong Liao. Austin Zarate. Oscar Diaz, scout you. Artem, scout you. Claudia Dreyfus, scout you. And you. Starting to get expensive now, but you never know, they may be paid drivers, in which case, yay. Alex Rogers, scout you. I've got a feeling you're going to be shit though. We'll scout you, and one more. Anyone unemployed apart from Casino. I still want this guy. Will you be happy for us? No, you still don't like us. Fuck you then. Scout Kinney and Price actually. Fuck it. So, our next race is in 23 days in Beijing. This is the end of this episode, if you couldn't tell. Me saying the next race in Beijing. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, leave me a comment, leave me a private message. I don't give a fuck how you give me a message. It could be private or comment. Leave it on Twitter. I don't care. My actual personal account is on Twitter, so you can see me pulling a face. Yes, as I say, that is the end of the episode, so I will see you when I see you. Bye bye.